Well, what's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping very well. Today we have a brand new custom tactics video for you, keeping up with the weekly uploads for these custom tactics. Today we're going to be looking at the 4-3-1-2. If you missed last week's episode, it was on the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Links down below for that. It's actually very similar to this formation. That's why I decided to test this one out. So we'll go jump right into it, guys. If you do enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like rating. As always, very much appreciated. It lets me know that you guys actually are enjoying the content. And if you're new to the channel, as always, please hit the subscribe button and join me on this content journey. But that's the team we used this weekend. You know, pretty nice team there. The lot was interesting. 31 games, 29 goals. You know, finished gold 1. So you know, it wasn't too bad. Planning a couple of changes, working towards getting Cannavaro, but that's always the way with Ultimate Team. Teams always changing. So 4-3-1-2. You can see already balanced. Now on the defense side, it's 5 width. Kind of just what I'm used to this year. I think every formation, the 5 width is just like a sweet spot. If you go too narrow, I mean, it just gives them way too much room. If you go narrower than 5, there's too much room for the wingers. And then once you go over 5, because 3 balls are so OP this year, once you're over 5, there's just such a huge gap that allows like easy sprint through for the likes of Mbappe. Playing on 6 depth, I think you can play this on 4-2-6 depending on what you're more comfortable with. For me, I like having that like that high line. With the formation, it's 3 centre mids and there's no defensive midfielder. So having the higher depth sort of reduces the gap that you're going to have there. Offensive style, we have 7 width, which is the first time I've used a width more than 5 this year, I think. This worked wonders for me. Again, you have 3 central midfielders. So when you have 3 central mids, if you play them really narrow, it's just giving way too much room for the opposition, like the other guy to work with, the other player to work with. 7 width worked really nicely, with 6 players in the box and 3 corners and 3 free kicks. You know, I tried that out this weekend. I scored from a lot more corners. Free kicks, don't really notice it that much. I don't get many free kicks, and if I do, they're normally right on goal, and you just go for the goal. I scored a lot more corners with 3 though, so I would recommend trying that. Overall, the balance works really well for this formation. What I would recommend is possibly having an alternative one, so maybe using this as your attacking formation that you switch into, and then having the exact same formation and like team layout, but maybe having it on like pressure on heavy touch and fast build up. That way you can use the tactics I'm about to show you, the formation I'm about to show you, like the whole way through the game. But then if you are chasing a game, then you can just click into the ultra attacking and it'll be the exact same formation. You don't have to worry about players swapping. The team will just press heavier and have a faster build up. So you can see that's how we line up there. It is a bit weird using Bamba as a centre mid. He still got involved and scored quite a lot for me. Ideally, he will be going into Delort's position, and I'll pick up another like box to box or attacking midfielder that can go into where Bamba's sat at the minute. But as I said, the team worked well. We finished gold 1, so we'll go straight into the instructions. Goalkeeper was balanced. Again, you can run balance, you can run sweeper keeper and comes for crosses. I think moving forward, I'm going to put them on sweeper keeper and comes for crosses. I completed the Van der Sar SPC. He's a bit slow, so the sweeper keeper thing doesn't really work that well. I think I think there's a second inform, Lopez, the Lyon keeper. Probably going to pick him up in for the squad. His speed and then as a sweeper keeper just works absolutely wonders. Yeah, so balance for the likes of Van der Sar just works well because he's not the fastest keepers. You can use sweeper keeper if you want. Centre backs are unbalanced, or not balanced, sorry, stay back, and normal interceptions are default settings, as you would imagine. The fullbacks are on full balanced. If you want to change anything here, the only thing I'd recommend changing is the run type to overlap. You'll find in this formation your fullbacks are key. Zanetti's not the fastest fullback, so Acuna's perfect for the role. Someone slightly better than Zanetti on the right hand side. Someone a bit faster than Zanetti on the right hand side would work even better. Zanetti's still a bits for me, but the extra bit of pace, you know, is FIFA, it always goes very well. But balance is key for this formation. Then we have Gattuso, who's on stay back and cover wing. Now this is the new thing I've been doing on my central defensive mids for the past 2 weeks now. I did it in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow tactics, and I've done it here. The only difference to the 4-1-2-1 narrow is because it's the CDM slot, you can also set him to man mark. So that's the only thing that's missing here, is he's on stay back and cover wing. And the reason for this is because you'll see Aouar is on stay back and cover center. Now the reason for this is your fullbacks are unbalanced. They're going to bomb up the pitch. Now Gattuso, as your main defensive midfielder, he's just going to fill the gaps. He's basically going to sweep side to side of the pitch, whatever gap's filled. Because the fullbacks are unbalanced, they won't necessarily both bomb up at once, so Gattuso typically will slot in, whatever fullback you ran forward with or you've called forward, and then OR will then drop into like the central position. So it basically means the team just shifts. So if Acuna goes forward, Gattuso drops to the left, OR drops into the center. If Zanetti goes forward, Gattuso drops out to the right, OR still comes into the center. Just gives you really good coverage on the pitch and allows you to attack freely with your fullbacks. Bamba is on get forward and get into the box for crosses, and this was huge, and this is why I think OR would probably be better here with a box to box in OR's position, but you know, whatever works for you. Basically, whenever you are in the attacking build-up, we're on balance, but this just ensures that you're in that attacking triangle, you're going to have someone definitely making runs for you, just getting involved constantly. So a high stamina player. Bamba has been picking up goals for fun for me. He's been fantastic. So I think in a three-man midfield, you always have to have at least one player on get forward and get into the box. Robin's on stay forward. This work, I've always found this year for cam positions. Not the 4-2-3-1 is the exception here, but cam positions, you want your cam to be able to stay forward. It just allows them to get into the play so much more. Robin was fantastic there. I had to pause for a second there, guys, to double check I hadn't actually accidentally changed this. I forgot I had put Robin, my cam, on the free Robin. So I was using a different cam beforehand, and I kept it the same for Robin. This was obviously key. Robin was getting involved a lot with the pitch for me. You don't have a lot of width. Robin was just, he's staying forward and he is in that entire attacking third for me. And it was something I tested and I enjoyed, but I forgot that I had Robin on it. So again, stay forward and free roam in your cam. Stay forward is a definite must. You don't have to have free roam. I just find in this formation it helps a lot. With the Lord, we have getting behind and stay forward, and the Pi is stay central and getting behind. So the personnel can change, but that is like the overall goal of what you're trying to obtain with your team. It is basically those instructions. I think free roam for the cam's perfect. That attacking centre mid on get forward and get into the box, and then having your fullbacks come into the play. It makes for a fun, fluid attacking formation that does have defensive stability. Obviously, the better players you use, the better things are going to click. I mean, I have Varane and Ruud the Final Koundé there with some fantastic fullbacks. So in the defensive side of things, I do have recovery. If you're maybe using like 82 rated centre backs, you don't really have that recovery option. Then maybe just drop the depth a little bit, and don't be too aggressive with fullbacks. Obviously, they're on balance. You can, because they're on balance, they will naturally make runs, but you can sort of manually control how aggressively you want them to attack, which is what I do. That's the formation. If you guys want to see gameplay of it, let me know in the comments below. This has been a back and forth discussion the past few weeks. I know a lot of people want the tactics, get hit with them and then go out, use them, and that's it. Some people prefer to see how they work in game. I got gold 1 using these tactics the entire weekend. I had some iffy games here and there, and I am a gold 1 merchant. So basically, the only time I haven't hit gold 1 when testing the formation, I didn't upload the formation because obviously if I'm slacking with it, it's not worth using. But gold 1 is kind of my ceiling. Division 1 player, about 2050 skill rating, so it's, the majority of players, these formations are pretty relatable. I would 100% recommend giving this a go. If you feel this is a little bit too attacking for you, as I said, the tactics video for the 4-1-2-1-2 Naro is going to be in the description below. It is almost identical formation wise, just Gattuso, well in my case, Gattuso's my defensive midfielder. Rather than sitting beside two centre mids, he just sits behind them in the 4-1-2-1-2 Naro. But folks, that's everything for today. I hope you did enjoy the video. Please do leave a like rating, and if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. We're going to try and get the content pumping out regularly for you guys. Daily uploads on the cards, uni schedule, work schedule, just mad busy. But every Monday you're going to have custom tactics videos. I'm going to aim for like a Wednesday, Thursday upload for midweek, and then possibly a weekend video too, depending on what EA drops. So Team of Year is around the corner, and best of luck in all those packs you guys have saved. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.